Well, Salam guys, Salam Wrestling at 3 here. Let's hit it. Let's go check our what we got. What's in CP every fucking turn? Holy shit! This is an interesting cue. I was telling Sharon that we should go out drinking each other every day. As I joined her down. I'm here too, not for the booze though. Some juicy stories going on. Stories about what? We were 4 years ago about how certain someone got in my way when I was trying to get back here from Alexandria. Last we met was when we requested something lady Sarah. But first, you need to make sure that Purple Lightning, the youngest breaking side at the time they didn't feed her. We made sure she can come home. As a result, Zion Blade had to post return to the borough, and so the first stage of the Professor's spreading gospel plan was complete. So what, you and Capadon were talking about at Oris Tower? Yes, I admit what I did to Lady Sarah. Well, my love and loyalty belong around for family now. Back then, a fool contacted me personally and asked for my assistance. I didn't tell her my arena details, but she gave me leave regardless. And since then, you have had no other or swear to adios. I swear on the Rhineford family. This is pretty intense. Bring well up the Rhineford name, then I know you're serious. Alright, I give up. I suppose you did get injured pretty bad when you went up against McGurn on hospital, so I believe you when it comes to this anyway. Well, Lady Sarah, thank you. Right, let me have it, Annie. Thinking back on it, that get up you had on, and I look pretty fit. I think something like that would really limit your movement. I just can't believe you were able to slip out of my grasp for a whole week. Well, as someone who dwells behind the scenes, I've had a number of sneaky tricks at my disposal. I'd never be a match for you in a head-on-head battle. So please don't feel embarrassed you were unable to beat me back then. Hey, who's else there? You want to go out right? Want to go right now? Meet me outside the palace. Get me outside. How about that? Where does it go, huh? That'd be about 1 year after Graham took me in. I remember reading about this stuff in the file I borrowed from Lecter. That would make sense. What do you mean the intelligence division knew about me and Sharon? No, it wasn't about you two. It was more about that S-Street bringer from LeBurrow. He had come here from LeBurrow to help out the operations because you were stuck in North Ambria, right? The report was pretty detailed up until the part where your course decided was usually not completely wiped out. Oh, and it also sounded like they were monitoring Prince Oliver during his trip to LeBurrow. The intelligence is impressive and just as terrifying. You think it may have been Major Orange who was monitoring him? No doubt. I'm sure no words came down straight from top of their little group. Man, Cassius really helped me out a lot back in those days, but I haven't seen him since he quit being a bracer and went back to LeBurrow's army. Damn shame too. He was quite a gentleman. Yeah, it seems like he'd be right up your alley for sure. Small world. He and I are fellows up under Master Unify. And it seems he were all connected through our acquaintance before we even knew each other. What's perhaps answer Ranger, that'll mean he's even stronger than Instructor Sarah. Let you probably know, huh? Maybe we'll ask him sometime. I'm gonna do it. Oh, so are you enjoying yourselves? We are, thank you. It's pretty late for. I wish Andy was here with us. My friend's over at Problem she looked behind. So I'm hoping to make a lot of memories tonight. So I can share her when she's back. I'm sorry, Toa. But you're right. I'm sure she'd like that. You can totally see her hang on every word. There's something I wanted to ask you about, Toa. Is Rean's pop out at the Brandon campus as I expect he is? Seeing the way Mushi drapes herself all over him, I had to wonder. To be honest, I was wondering that myself. Knowing him, he'd keep his hands off students, but still. Well, Rean is certainly admired by a lot of people, but when it comes to his romantic feelings, that pool's a bit smaller. I see. Would you be swimming around in that pool by any chance? Me? I mean, I like him as a colleague, but something's definitely fishy. We may need to dive deep into this topic. I should slowly back away before they notice me. It seems both the main and branch campus have some promising young cadets this year. In fact, if you two are headed to the Army after you graduate, I'll go welcome you in the 4th Army Division. It's an honor to hear that from Craig Red itself. The first stay with His Highness Cedric side any way possible. It sounds like you just got shut down, old man. So it seems. What about you, Van Care, joining the 4th? Sorry, but I'm not into hanging out with a bunch of muscle heads. But if you got a ton of cuties like the Icy Million, maybe I'll think about it. Well, I wouldn't say tons, but we got quite a few. Just between you and me, though, simply being part of the 4th is enough to lay swinging into the street as you pass. Wherever you use this little perk to your own, ends up to you. Seriously? Alright, then, never talking, old man. Hey, eyebrows. This all take care away for your beloved prince? Maybe it's hope for you, after all. What do you mean by that? I'm still loyal to the prince. Oh, don't call me eyebrows. This seems like a rowdy group. Was that really 2 years ago? Dang. Yes, the hot springs in Ymir were lovely, but so was the food. I'd like to go back there with someone again sometime. You also may have a good time. So it's like, you're talking about Ymir? Oh, yes, we were talking about the trip everyone took there together. Yes, hot springs paradise Ymir, hometowns of both Instructor, Rean, and Lease. Oh, that wasn't like Trails 1, that CD disc, or something that we in America didn't get. I've been there before as well. Oh, yeah, that's right. But you weren't there on vacation or anything. Yeah, it can never been Lease, and the princess isn't really touristy activity. But that was your mission, right? Have you ever been there for fun? No, I generally don't go anywhere unless required by a mission. Oh, that's a shame. Come to think of it, I've known Altina a while now, and I've never seen her go anywhere for fun. Growing up in a Jaeger Corps, I sort of know how that is. So that means you've never gone to Ymir's hot springs then? Correct, I admit I'm a little curious about them. For example, how does bathing in a hot spring differ from a normal bath? It's a real difference, but simply it's bliss. It's what bathing in heaven must be like. The difference is significant. At least what are you talking about? I'm sure I am. How would you like to come visit me here sometime? I'd like to give you a proper tour of town if we could. Are you sure? Of course, we'd love to have you. Hey, do it. It'll be fun. In fact, you should go with everyone in your class. Okay, thank you. I'll come visit. We'll just do that. Now we have another promise to look forward to. When time comes, I'll have to do my best to be a good host. So by incorporating these new mathematical models and the country's economy can be developing further. Correct. Economics is nothing more than a probability model based off sociology and collective psychology. It would be foolish to think mathematics has no bearing on it. You're right, of course. I suppose one could say the same with musical theory. Really, music and math seem like completely different fields to me. Sound is simply different frequencies and wavelengths of vibrations in the air. Things easily converted into equations. Why don't you think about new AI music, Suno, or 11 Labs? Whether expressed in sound or in form as beautiful music remains beautiful. It's crazy to hear it put that way, but yeah, the same way he talks about it is strangely compelling. Professor, would you be able to share an example of that with us? Yeah, I'm curious too. These two seem pretty interesting in what the professor say. I'm a little surprised to hear he has any hobbies at all, but I guess out of everything, music makes the most sense for him. German. Yeah. I'm Patrick Hiram, sir, son of Hiram's house. I'm ashamed I haven't introduced myself to you now, sir. There's no need to be so formal, Patrick. Besides, it's a bit rare that I'm even in airborne, so I'm probably to blame. I've heard you quite travel. Speaking of, Mr. Schwarzer here tells me you visit Norwood quite often. That's right, nearly every year. By this point, he's pretty much like one of the family. I just can't get enough of the beautiful experiences of land up there. On top of that, the clean air does these old bones good. I had a cabin built by the lakeside a few years back, such a tranquil place. Sounds lovely. Schwarzer's told me about the time he spent there, but I've never been. Norwood is truly stupendous, the endless stretches of land and free-flowing breeze. I admit it's kind of hostile people. When I'm in Norwood, it feels like troubles of the world waiting on my mind blow away with the wind. My, hearing that makes me even more intrigued than ever. If I only see fairly feeling so trouble lately. Well, it was a plain to see you had a lot of deals back in the wars. You just come visit sometime if our schedules line up. I'll show you around. I appreciate the offer. Oh, and Warzel, I'd like to take this chance to apologize for saying such awful things about you back when we were students. Oh, I completely forgot. It's fine. I knew at the time you weren't thinking clearly. I appreciate the apology, though. Thank you. Oh, hello. When did you show up? About halfway through. Here's truly one more thing. Yeah, guys, better than having growth for you. While may I've been useful ignorance, I never properly apologized. I'm glad I can now start to make things right. Someone possessed of a newly discovered fascination, nor it'll suit me to have a fraught relationship with people. There's one of the many things I talk to Gwen about. How do you do, my empress? As my father, Vascon Arce, could not be here tonight, I, his daughter, greet you in his place. I thought he was here. Oh, Lord, I haven't seen you in some time. Hey, you match your family store style. I'm so happy to see how much you've grown. Thank you for your kind words. Now I believe it's your turn. I'm Ada Grant of Thors Military Campus, Class 1. I'm truly indebted to your son, indebted. I'm sorry, she's tripping all over her words. There's no need to be so nervous. Cedric's told me all about his friends from class. I've always been told about a certain bright young lady who sells both her studies and her club activities. Even such a run folks friend of my son. That's just not kind of works or wasted on me. I'm even proud of Thor's main camp. It's an honor to meet you, Your Highness. Sir, Alvin told me about you and what I'm proud about. For I'm proud of myself behavior towards those in you and branch campus. Huh? No worries, no need for that. I think our field exercise and cross will turn out for the best. It really made me value myself. Now I have a better idea of the sort of things I can do to help move forward. For a better future, not just for crossbow, for airborne too. Well said. It's clear to me you carry the spirit of class 7 quite admirably. I sincerely believe that people everyone could learn from the positive outlook on yours. Thank you so much for all of you for what you've done for the country and what you will do in the future. You know, and you are, of course. I won't let you down. I swear on my sword and soul. Do what I can, Your Highness. Hey, you two. I heard you both introduced yourselves as Empress. Good job. Oh, Instructor Rean, perhaps you should consider teaching your students basic manners to speak of nobility. When she began casually discussing her past grievances with a member of the Imperial family, my breath caught in the throat. Oh, yeah? Are you sure you weren't just choking your words again? There's no need for bringing it up again. These two make quite a pair. Yeah, I don't know. I want her dead. Oh, Ring. It's good to see you again, Your Highness. We haven't spoken since last year, I think. I guess what I can tell you've grown wonderfully since then. I apologize again for our such behavior, though I'm sure Alpha and Over have already said the same thing to you. No, it's fine. After everything that's gone for the last few days, it's all war and bridge now. But see, he's much better now considering everything he went through last year. I suppose that's a good way to look at things, bitch. In any event, I should be here now. I shouldn't hold you here now. I'm sure there are many people here who would like to speak to you, so please enjoy yourself. Thank you, Your Highness. Oh, shit. So you learned your swordplay from my brother then? Yes, though before that lecture taught me some basics. Since his style is, shall we say, highly improvisational, I consider LaRue's my true teacher. That said, he only trained me for a short while when I was living here in Heimdall. You learn to see the small amount of training, you become this strong. I'm impressed. I heard Governor General Rufus' court fencing skills are second to none, so I'm sure his skills were very thorough. They are indeed. My brother started teaching me when I was 10. I've been training since then in hopes of surpassing him. I can only wonder how close I've gotten. Perhaps you'll have the opportunity to find out before too long. What about you, Kurt? When are you planning to be able to surpass your father and brother? I'm sure you know just as well as I do, but they're on a much different level from normal people. It's almost inhuman. My father's starting to feel his age, but said he's still nearly as strong as a Radiant Blade Master. I'd have to spend decades training to even reach them, much less surpass them. Oh, with Thunder God, I doubt even my brother could prove a match for him. If there were anyone in everyone who would prove a match, it would most likely be the Radiant Rakshasa, perhaps. It looks like this conversation is really starting to heat up. Oh, Instructor Rean, you've come perfect time. Join us, Instructor. We're just gonna swordplay. Come, join us as a disciple of the 8 leaves. Well, if you insist. I guess when you get enough everybody men in one place, it's only a matter of time before we start to talk about swords. I'll bring it to you in a moment. I thank you. I hear you agree to share Alphin's first answer. I'm sure she's probably saw herself happiness. Honestly, I thought she was kidding about that. I gave it for an answer I don't really think I can accept. And so it seems like those rumors haven't spread on my files lately. Maybe more just thought, but I think that Ashvar is more than qualified to be a partner for my sister. Perhaps even beyond tonight's dances, if you know what I mean. No, I mean, I'm nowhere near qualified for that. Well, unfortunately for you, Alpha's first dance is part of tonight's schedule. If there's someone you're planning to have a future with, then that perhaps that, I suppose, would you dance for not regards? Thinking of it as a favor, not for my sister, but the entire royal family. There's still plenty of time for a dance. Do think it over.
Well then.
Here I am in this usually makes sure an interesting couple. I thought I might use this opportunity to scout some promising talent. As many here overseas just for the entire Empire's rural system. Were you to join RF, I would ensure you were immediately placed in a position to review your talents. I'm sorry, but I think military logistics and business logistics may be a bit too different. Well, I don't know about that, but in both warfare and business, you need to efficiently allocate limited personnel and resources. I'm sure Major Claire would make a wonderful businesswoman. The next analysis, music to E-grade. I saw potential in the reports you submitted about the arch rifle and the kestrel. If you can't decide what to do after graduation, I have a spot right for you in RF2. For that matter, RMP will welcome your talents too. I'm sure you may have some concerns regarding your house, but I'm sure I could be of help. And well, thank you, I'm Flyer. Colonel RM and Major Claire are always great to have for you. Alright, do these two have some ulterior motive, or am I just overthinking it? I'm sorry if I'm fancy about what I'm going to do after graduating. And don't worry about too much. But it's something you need to decide eventually. Honestly, I think you're capable of doing anything you put your mind to. You may be over to me just a smidgen. My first favorite is Instructor Rean Schwarzer West. Here we go. I'll do after graduating. I can't say for sure, but I do like these jobs. My first favorite is Instructor Rean's loving wife. I can't say for sure yet, but I do like fantasy about my job prospects. My favorite is Instructor Rean's loving wife. Though I admit I did get a little teared up when I tried to head out music. Can't blame Trip Martin for being interested. Well, sure, you'd be a welcome addition to the car coming trail. As I'll make you lead pilot ahead of our air assault division. I appreciate the offer, but I'm happy being a teacher for now.
Well then. Well then. Well then. It is a great honor to have been invited here.
This on top of what you did for us following the Northern War. I can't even begin to properly show my gratitude.
Raise your heads, both of you. I've already pardoned you for what happened in the Civil War. Given how much you've contributed since then, there's no need to revisit the past. Wouldn't you agree, Marquis High Arms?
Wholeheartedly. The Civil War was a product of the four great houses. Personally, I feel I'm the one who deserves to be locked away for a while.
No more of that talk from you either. Were you to be detained, half the Empire would cease functioning. Had Lord Ragnar been here in Heimdall, I would have loved for him to join us tonight.
As would I. Perhaps we should schedule a meeting with him soon.
That's I hear both of you played a very active role during events in Lamar. You faced a blazing demon brigadier general with a steel, while the general went toe-to-toe with the Steel Maiden. You're here currently. That monster said to be immense for even the Rean blade match. The best I could do was hold him off. I will say that battle was a very rare and valuable experience, so I'd also be very interested in seeing your 104 military combat techniques. That certainly takes me back. I figure those days are behind me. If Van Dyke isn't yet old enough to retire from the front lines, then you certainly aren't either. Not to mention Victor, Mateus, and Zex. Perhaps this is a bit childish of me, but given all of Arabone's famous swordsmen, I can't but wonder which is greatest among them. Here, Lebro has held great swordsmanship tournaments before. Were our fighters to participate, it would undoubtedly be quite the spectacle. Over it tells me foreigners were welcome to join. If the opportunity presents itself, I'd love to take part. My. I fear I may have awakened a sleeping tiger. I don't think I should interrupt this conversation. Well, I'll look for another opportunity. But Principal Glenn sure is something. But Principal Glenn sure is something she doesn't hold herself back at all, even when talking to him. I needed to. Phew, I think I finally met everyone I need to. I'm glad you could take a little rest now. It must be tough being head of one of the four great houses. Why do you even need to do all that boring stuff? Just let loose. This is how it's supposed to be part. It's not simple. Right? To just let loose. You know, it would create problems in the future. I would do everything I can to fulfill my duty as the head of the operator. Hey now, if your brows get any more furrow, your head's gonna crack like an egg. Let me give you a face massage. I'll get you nice and furrowed in no time. No, you won't. What a sort of thing I always have with you. Do you realize problems that would cause here? Besides, you're a young lady now, so gonna get you. You too. You guys having fun? You never changed today. What's wrong? I'm just reading too much into it, but it doesn't seem like you and me are always together these days. You think maybe? Quit hanging on me like that. Nope. Scratch that. I'd say they're more like brother or sister that get along really well. Coming from you, Ring, I'm not sure how to take that. Yeah, at least. Maybe holding me sure I was lost listening. You the answer. That's no reason for them doing me so much, or some say at least. Cramps. Hello there, Marquis. It's been a while. A little over a year, if I remember right. Yes. We last spoke to the prophets. Was regarding those flooding issues, and the dam you oversaw construction hasn't worked excellently. And it's already gone a long way toward improved life with a lot of local farmers. Glad to hear it. It's a good thing we were able to proceed with the project free of my demon daughter's influence. My master way. Well, Chairman has been a great help to us too in her own way, and you must be sharing. I hear your efforts were inessential in helping us expand staying Arch Airport. So I'm truly grateful for the assistance. Oh, I was only working at Sharon Ring instead. Besides, Mr. Celeste's experience is in getting permission from the railway was just as important. Around didn't you work with Celeste in the main campus last year? A super butler and a super maid working together, working shoulder to shoulder, and maybe the two of them press more than that together. Well, he's 30 years old now, and like a son to me. I'd be happy to discuss arrangements between the two. Oh my, no, it would be far too great an honor for me. We're having fun. I'm surprised by having people at the right first know. I guess it makes sense, you know, how big you're fucking. I know everyone, yeah. It's good to see you again. I hear you've been working more miracles or problems as you did stubbornly. It wasn't just me. I had help from a huge number of people. And I saw you speaking with the Emperor and Chancellor. Oh, yeah, I saw General Liquid and Brigadier General Barty's heading to present themselves. And I couldn't help but be nosy and go stand with them. I wouldn't call it nosiness. You have a genuine concern for others. That's what we need in times like these. And by the way, Sussan here with you. And he's with my oldest son at the party City Hall is hosting. I hope he's been helpful to those of you at the Brain Brand campus. Helpful. If I start to list out everything he's done for us, we'll be here all night, bitch. What do you mean? Seems we'll soon be on the right for party rifle. So what was it? So that was when you and Brigadier Barty's first met? I'm sure little Joel ended up wrecking everything around you for a whole selge. Well, duels are an excellent way to deepen one's bounds. That is true, isn't it, Fee? Well, now that you mention it, I guess so, yeah. Pictures on memory lane, I see. We were listening to Countess LeGuin's tales from when she was a student. After the school year began, she took control of the fencing club and Claire War and all the other clubs. She beat the swimming club in a swimming race, the chess club at chess. Any club that lost her had to join the fencing club. But finally, she challenged Brigadier General Bartius, the president of the Rhine Club, to a jousting match. I don't know where to start with that. I didn't know Brigadier General Bartius went to Thors too. The match went on for 2 hours without a winner, finally ending in a draw when we each knocked each other off our horse simultaneously. It was that moment that Wallace became an important person to me. He's my right hand and my comrade, a rival and a partner. As a fellow Zordsman, I'm jealous of you. Having someone like that would be incredible. Someone who's a nemesis but also a friend, I think I get it. Since we have your stories, I'd like to hear your stories too. I've wondered about lore. I'm sure your history is just as fascinating. Have you, by chance, met the leader of the Reconciliation, perhaps a war guard, maybe an S-rank racer? I've seen the war god successor, but I haven't met any S-rank racers yet. Well, it's understandable. There are only still a handful of them on the entire continent after all. They're really getting into the conversations now. I shouldn't be surprised that Aurelia already knew Laura, and I think she'll get along with Fee too. Yes, that's correct. She and my father. Check. Also, I'm even more curious. I'd be embraced. Will be a precious place for me. Not sure of that. may not be the best at it. I'm sure she's joking around. He's right. But she did become racist. I can just picture the looks on Sarah and Toval's faces. No more, but no help. Oh, we're always hiring. Yes, everyone's going. It's an honor to be able to speak with you, Your Highness. My name is Musa Egret. I apologize for not being able to meet with you before now. Well, it's not quite. I remember you visiting Palace about 13 years ago when your parents were still alive. Two of us first met back then. It was then you first met Alvin too. I remember two of you playing and laughing. I had no idea. Now that you mentioned it, I have a few fuzzy memories. I think I was just about 4 at the time, so she must have been 3. At the time, I never would have guessed what was going on happened to your parents. These words may be far too late, but my heart goes out to your loss. I know I appreciate it. Thank you for your kind words. I guess it's the first time they were able to talk like this. But if her parents came to visit the palace, that must mean. Introduce yourself to Empress Muse. Yes, I lived in Hybrial for some time now, but I never had a chance to speak with her. I'm all glad I was able to put one of my regrets to rest. I'm sorry it's been too long, Muse Mother. I actually been asking me to set up a meeting with you for a little while, but with everything that happened, I'm glad you two are finally able to speak to. Thank you, awfully. I guess Muse's circumstances are more complicated than I thought, but I'm glad to hear that she has the Empress and Prince Alvin looking out for her. All right, bitch. Oh, shut ring. Are there any truth rumors you'll be dancing with the princess later this evening? Or I suppose Cedric's been planning to do that, but well, I did ask you for. I'm sure now it wouldn't be difficult to accept ring. I'll explain things to Cedric, so everything should be fine now. Still have him regardless. I'm sure it's just a weird mindset, but he did what? Is he still going by my back? I suppose it's been set in stone little by little. I'm sure the two of you will look great together, but I can't help but feel a little jealous and poor Elise. Poor Elise. What's that have to do with Elise? What? Anyway, Music, please lend me your help. I'm sure that, but it's his mind and yours to come up with a plan. Hey, yeah, that's quite a way to ask for help, but I accept. After all, how can I say no to helping both Elise and my dearest instructor? They've gone off in their own little world. I should start mentally preparing for the dance. And that Bliss here is going to be down for instructor. Yeah. And I heard music was on your students. I'm really happy you were able to speak for her. I'm not too familiar with everything that's happened over Lamar. I have a feeling she had some complicated circumstances there. I'm sure she'll be able to tell you about it eventually when or never. We seem to be surrounded by so many tragic stories over its past. The way he lost his mother was truly heartbreaking. I've heard rumors like how she was born a commoner. Yeah, she was the one the Emperor was truly in love with. I remember it vividly. It was a humble maid back. I was a humble maid back then. They lived far from Harmdale, and he was always trying to find ways to get her to live in the palace with him. It's okay for me to be hearing about this. Almost fun. Nearly everyone here at the palace knows already. However, after she passed, he accepted the throne and ended up choosing someone from a small noble family to be his wife. Me. We went through some troubles, but eventually Oliver began living with us, and I was blessed with my daughter and son. His Majesty has given Alfred and Cedric his whole heart as their father, but I'm sorry, I shouldn't be such thing. No, it's fine. Prince Oliver is likes party. Yeah, he's very representing the imperial family. I hope things will begin to change for the better here in the palace and for the Van family too. And over that too. Rean has to take good care of her. Marcus, Kurt, Fritz, what are you three talking about? We're discussing chess. Would you like here to join? That makes sense. I'm trying to think about. I know Marcus in chess club. To really enter the tournament, he must be really skilled. You're in a tournament. There's an amateur chess tournament going on there. I happen to have a day off, so I figured I might be fun. I am losing in the semifinals. Oh wow, even getting semifinals is impressive on its own. I agree. Even though it's for amateurs, the people who place high in those tournaments are often just as good as some pros. Would you mind telling us more about it? Sure thing. It's always nice to see people bond over shared hobbies. Mucius was really good at chess back doors, and oh, he's gotten better. But I've gotten better. You do seem like you're talking about something interesting. We're in the middle of discussing military technology in recent years, Rich. There's no stopping the march of progress. We've got weapons today that people couldn't have even dreamed of about a decade ago. As your parents know, also colossal arcades, even the railway cannons, not to mention certain countries almost have fully functioning orbital networks. Soon enough, we might even get to a point where even braces will need to know how to use an orbital terminal. If you can't use an orbital terminal in the future will be bleak for you. How do you mean? Technological advances in recent years are due to development of high-level orbital arithmetic logic units. The orbital network, I guess CPUs is what they're talking about, like computers and all that, CPUs. The orbital network works to connect those. As more and more are linked, the possibilities become endless. This new technology is far more advanced than anything that came before. In fact, I go so far as to say we're living through a second orbital revolution. No kidding. If you're saying this is happening this week, then that sounds like quite a fascinating little chat. Oh. Like your hey lecture, so there you are. I was off doing a few patrols around the palace. Seemed like a place to scare though. Phew, all that walking really worked up an appetite. I'm about to be all over this buffet by the time I'm done. It'll probably be all over me too. With the way you act, no one would even know you're a major. Oh yeah, House Broncos on the rim does go on, Professor. Right, those were the battle ordnance and confounding area just for using. Don't be patient. I've only just begun the analysis. From my first look at them, I can tell they're officially made. Their most noteworthy function so far is they will only function when activated by their owners. That's all I've gotten from our analysis, as in realms of junk data. Or maybe they use unique qualities of each person's spirit as a kind of key. And a person's spirit is definitely something you just can't crank out a copy of. Could be they've got a completely secure system, probably called a spirit code or something like that. How do you know all this? I don't know a thing. I'm just pulling all this from the usual place. Those were all just guesses. You need to get logical explanations to support your hypothesis. Let you tell me about this situation earlier today, but geez, these two. Yep, like a bucket of vinegar and a pile of baking soda. This is probably gone a while, so just let him fight it out. I don't know if that's the best option. Holy shit, man. Lecter, you're a scary motherfucker. And grandson, I'll say him later, yeah. Yeah, Lecter's a scary motherfucker. I'm sure I have my suspicions, huh? Just between you and me, I hear there's an artifact that can perfectly encrypt communications data. It can connect across any distance and can even serve a terminal for multiple devices. But could that be... Man, can you guys just let me enjoy myself? I got people just schmoozing, always with hers to snark. That's our lecture, unfortunately. I think I'm past what he says. He seems to really enjoy the attention. Tell me, how do you know all that? Spit it out. I require full logical explanation and not one iota less. Yeah, he's not. Girl, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not fucking, I don't even. I mean, are you Miss Elisa Reinford of the R group? You're one of the members of Class 7, right? The ones who saved Cedric in Civil War. And now you're the director of the 4th Development Edition. I saw an interview you had with Imperial Bronco. It was so inspiring. My name is Eddie Grant. I'm from Class 1 at Thors main campus, and it's really an honor to meet you. Oh, that is really flattering. Thank you. I'm really happy to meet you, Ada. I think you might be overselling me a bit, though. There's no need to be modest, Ada. You really are an incredible woman. Exactly. It was one of my goals to be even half skilled level as you are. Well, from what I hear, you're pretty skilled, alright. You got second place in midterm exams out of both thors campus combined, right? And those are just grades. When I think about everything you and your class accomplished, scoring high on tests seems so insignificant. No, you shouldn't ever devalue your own hard work. Maybe you should come work for me after you graduate. Just kidding. I think your son heard sign. Sorry, I still haven't decided what to do after I graduate. Don't stress over it. Just keep it in mind as one of your potential choice. Thanks so much. It looks like Alicia's in recruitment mode too. Also seems like Ada knows a lot about Class 7. Wonder if that's the reason she enrolled in thors first place. Because of restructuring of the main campus, this year we students are being strongly encouraged to get jobs with the military or government. I've been agonizing over what I should do even before I enrolled at thors. I actually considered going to staying straight at some point. You don't say. I know Prince Alfred was attending the school, and I thought I might be able to find a path to follow there. But then I heard about a heroic group of students from thors fighting civil war. That's when I made my decision. I'm happy to hear we were able to inspire you like that. Now she can carry on story careers like you did. I suppose no matter which school you ended up choosing, you would have been able to meet someone from the Imperial Academy. I almost wish we could have gone to school together. But of course, we can still be friends now. I look forward to seeing you more in the future, Ada. Yes, so do I. She may not be related to Instructor Rean by blood, but she's just as impressed as he is. Thing alright? No, she's hard stuff. It looks to me like you're still agonizing over what to do after graduation. No, it was just something else. I mean, I'd like to see the three of them get together so well. Well, Tristan is man, ask him out. Yeah, if he asks me, I certainly won't decline. What's going on? He's running like my thought. That's the last thing I want to hear. Much my mother has. There you are, unit and team. I see Instructor. Well, however, we've been bouncing between all the different chats and night, Instructor. Well, a chance to talk with all these different people doesn't come often. I need to make the most of it. I remember that Una knew Claire from before, but had you met her before the start of the school year, right? Yes. She often looked after Millie and me, and we went for joint missions. Yeah, we haven't had a good chance to talk to each other like this since back when I was still in police academy. She really helped me a lot back then. It was nothing. What precisely did a major help with? Or if you're comfortable sharing this with us, that is. Well, it's old news right now, but happened in last year. After Lloyd was branded a criminal, I started protesting the military police HQ. But the new head of the department was from Airborne, and he revoked all the academic credits I'd gained. For proposing, could he even do that? Such actions were both beyond his rights and unfounded. Besides, I felt it was completely uncalled for, so I stepped in. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get all our units back, but we managed to get about half of them reinstated, and we reached an agreement where I'd be able to get the other half back by attending a different school. Now, see, that's how you ended up at branch campus. Correct. I thought I would benefit her more than simply taking the same classes at the military police academy. I heard a new class that was going to be formed, so I recommended joining branch campus. Well, I had no idea. I was pretty ticked off at the time, but now I feel like pretty much everyone worked out for the best. If I continued on the police academy and joined the military police, I probably would have exploded from stress. But don't think this means I was happy to be in your class or anything. That makes sense. Shame. Yeah. Doesn't mean you're going to leave us once you get your units. Oh, well. As we're going through all the way, just get here. There's no way I'm just going up and leaving you guys. There's so many things I want to do here now. And besides, I need to stick around to look after you, Allie. As far as school is concerned, I'm the one who looks after you. I'm glad you found yourself such a good place for yourself, Ah, killed some people. I didn't expect to get a chance to speak to you with you, Brigadier General. Like Roland Silver himself, last time I saw you was in the final battle of Civil War. Good to see you again, too, General. It was real shame the Infernal Council got in our way. I would have liked the chance to test myself against the legendary 4th Armored Division. It would have been an honor to see you slow down. Quit your joking. Between your prowess, applying experience Zodiac, and your spear skills, you'd have done a lot more than just slow us down. Those snore spear techniques are really something else. Are you training them as well by any chance? Well, yes, I am, though I hear the skills of the Barty's family are even more polished. I say to my family, having lived in Erebor so long, we've incorporated certain aspects of Imperial spear techniques to our style. We've got a bit of the sliding style, the Vander style, and even a few techniques from the Eisenritter mixed in. I'm actually a little jealous of pure North style you use. Well, to be honest, my style isn't really North these days. All this stock of styles I only ever trained in an underformed military combat they call it at military academy. I'm jealous of both of you for having been able to discuss martial arts with such depth. You're a master in combat in your own way, General. Speaking of the military combat style, I hear it's been going through a number of changes, largely to account for Parent Soldas. I'm sure your right-hand man is quite the pilot. No, he's one of the best, of course. But in vain, I doubt he'd even be a match for you, Brigadier General. Maybe your own Van Dyke would be a better sparring partner. I think I'll leave him to Lady Aurelia. Look at him now. You wouldn't know these two men about by the end of the Civil War. Now think about guys going with both of them. He knows General Craig through it. Oh yeah, and from one of her guys, Barty and Brigadier General Barrios were both taught by that one traveling priest. You know, thanks for your equipment. You provide me brand canvas. At least it's been a great help to you. We really can't thank you, Ryan, for covering my daughter's side. Of course, you've been seeing us have been just as helpful. And Emma, I'd like to thank you for all the data you provide us and the Orbital staff. You know, it's no trouble at all. Thanks for letting me use it. There really is a lot of talent here at the party tonight. If either of you have any complaints about your current positions, let me know. I've been sitting right for our work of your talent preparing it. It's so nice to offer. I'm also happy with Ryan right now. Yes, so am I. Looks like she's still in recruitment mode. I said it's been far too long. You're right. It has been a few years, hasn't it, Patrick? And you're asked right. I think this is one of the first time we've spoken one-on-one like this. Yeah, I guess that we had our problems, but I can deny I don't like your style. Every time I run into you, you say some shit that really stirs things up. My word, you've gotten this as the Crown Prince. Show him some respect. He's right, Ash. Well, if it isn't Rean again, don't worry about it, Ash. I'm glad for the chance to be able to talk like this with someone from my own age. Hey, that I got the okay, straight from the Imperial family. Even so, you still need to be more careful. Like I said, don't worry, it's fine. Anyway, I assume you're here to give me your reply of your upcoming dance with my sister. What did you say? For real? Yeah, it was last dance sort of thing. So the rumors were true after all. No matter who you're, well, no matter if you're dancing with a princess, and I'll be able to dance with Elise. Dance with Elise, and what makes you think you can do that? Why do you always make that same terrifying smile? So this is the overbearing older brother side I've heard of you so much about. But you're from my own older brother. But when you think about how lovely Elise is, only I should look out for her. Just let Patrick have her. Every person want to release around. If you learned your lesson, maybe I wouldn't have to. That said, if she dances with me, you're welcome to ask. That said, after she dances with me, you're welcome to ask her for a dance. But really, just remember, Patrick, leave room for Adios. Right. Very well, then I will be every bit of a man of her dreams. I'll need to review the steps to dance so I can eat at least properly. Maybe I'll need to keep an eye on him after all. Yeah, make it move. Rest this out. I suppose it's to be a crazy one in the group. And so the party continued. With Ray never getting opening talk with chance. So the party in full swing, people began gathering in the center of the garden.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. To start us off, my sister Alphin will have the first dance. The way I hear it, people all across the Empire have been awaiting this moment for years. Like me, she is now 17 years old, and this dance will serve as her debut into high society. Her first dance partner shall be a certain instructor at Thors Military Academy. None other than the Ashen Chevalier, Rean Schwarzer.
Huh, so then he's the princess's...
I hear he's only the son of a baron, but I suppose it's okay these days.
He seems to carry himself well. Sure enough.
Yeah, there have been rumors going around like wildfire.
It's a huge honor, I guess.
Yes, he shall be the princess's first.
Sounds dirty when you put it that way.
Fee?
Classy, guys.
He was drowning in fame before, and now everyone's talking like him and the princess are already married.
Yeah, seems like everyone's reading way too much into this.
Well, to some degree, yes.
However will this play out, I wonder?
I suppose this is... To tell the truth, I'm actually already acquainted with Mr. Rean Schwarzer. He's the older brother of my dearest friend. Allow me to introduce Elise Schwarzer. She is the student council president at St. Estrella Girls' School. Princess? And she will be making her debut into high society alongside me tonight. Rean will choose which of us he dances with. Whoever he chooses, there will be no hard feelings.
Very well played, Princess.
Aw, what an adorable workaround.
She really is something else.
Princess.
You're a real lifesaver. I will respectfully take both the hand of my sister and her best friend, the princess. It might be a bit unorthodox, but please, allow us Schwarzer siblings to have the first dance.
I wonder whose idea this was.
My word. Can one man truly be this lucky?
Lucky enough to dodge that bullet, you mean?
Yes. Had he danced with the princess first, the whole city would be planning their honeymoon by now. However, since he and his sister danced first, that ship has sailed, as it were.
Oh, Alfin.
That Ashen Chevalier is certainly quite the man. Wouldn't you agree?
You can thank Baron Schwarzer for raising him that way.
Now, all you young people here with us, follow their lead and enjoy yourselves. The summer festival's blue moon shines on us this night. I am certain the spirits are especially riled. So, let us give them a show.
My apologies for arriving so late.
Rufus. Ah, so good to see you.
Is that Governor General Rufus? I didn't know he was coming.
It seems you've stolen the spotlight all to yourself.
To tell the truth, I was at a party held by City Hall. I wish to greet His Highness Olivert, Governor Regnitz, Lord Ragnar, and Viscount Arcade before making my way here.
I see.
Thank you for your courtesy.
The night is yet young, and the party has only just begun. Bring out more food and drinks. Please continue to enjoy yourselves, by all means.
You, sis, come with me. Let us catch up, my dear brother. Machias, Elisa, Elliot, and Laura as well. Join us. I'm sure we've much to talk about.
In that case, I shall call upon Ms. Valestein and Ms. Herschel. Come, allow me to introduce you to the Empress.
What's this about all of a sudden?
I don't know. But there's no way we can refuse.
Why just us, though? Does it have something to do with our families?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
May as well get going then.
I suppose I'll go.
I wonder what they're talking about. Think we should follow?
Yeah.
Rean!
Oh, Claire!
What's wrong?
Well, this may come as a surprise, but a certain someone would like to speak with you.
You mean... the someone who just left, perhaps?
Understood. I'll be going, everyone.
Yes. Good luck.
Try not to be too nervous. Rean? Instructor?
Huh.
Just go straight to the end of the hall, then make a right.
Well, this is interesting. I wonder who it is. But yeah, I guess it's all right for this one, guys. Bronson there 3 out. You know, I would have liked to instead to dance with the princess, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, Bronson there 3 out. Peace for y'all. And I'm gonna be damn good. Well, I'll see y'all tomorrow or today. Peace. I wish we would like to see Lord Ragnar and the rest at Imperial Palace, but we'll see.